All right, so good morning, class. Let's look at examples involving logarithms less than 1. So we are asked to evaluate 57.9 times 0.0028 times 0.6 using logarithm tables. So we start, we say number and log. So we pick the number one after the other. The first number is 57.9. The characteristics here is 2, subtract 1, that will be 1 point. Then you check your logarithm table, 57 under 9. Now let's check the logarithm table now. This is the logarithm table. So we want to check 57 under 9. 57 under 9, this is 57 under 9, this is under 9. That is 7627. That will be 7627. That is the log. Now let's pick the second number, 0.0028. 0.0028. Here, in order to determine the characteristics, you count the number of zeros or you take to standard form. By now looking at this, you can see that the characteristics here is 2 because we have 2 zeros here. After the decimal point, we have 2 zeros. So you remove, since we have 2 0, that is minus 2. By the time you remove 1 again, it becomes minus 3. That will be bar 3. I repeat on this. The number of zeros indicate the characteristics. So the characteristics here is minus 2, which is bar 2. By the time you remove 1 again, you're going to get bar 3. Now, point. Then we check 28 under 0 in logarithm tables. So let's go to logarithm tables. So this is the logarithm tables for 28. So 28 under 0 gives 4472. So we come back here and insert 4472. That is the log. Now the last one is 0.6. Here you can see that the characteristics is 0. By the time you remove 1, you are going to get bar 1. So bar 1 is the characteristics of this. So now point. So bar 1, then after that we check 6. But 6 in the logarithm tables, the smallest number in the table starts from 10. Therefore, how can you now check for 6? You check for 60 and not for 6, since the smallest number is 10. Because this means 0.6. This is the same thing. 0.60 is the same thing as 0.6. So you check for 60 under 0, logarithm tables. So these logarithm tables, so we check for 60 under 0. That will be 7782. So we come back here and insert 7782. Now, in between the three numbers is multiplication, which means addition in logarithms. Now we want to add the numbers together. That is 57.9 times 0.0028 times 0.6, which means the addition of all the numbers together. So let us add them. 7 plus 2 plus 2 will give us 9. 11. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. That's 1. Then we carry 1. 1 plus 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 7, that's 10. 10 plus 8, that will be 18. Still carrying 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 plus 7 is 18. Still carrying 1. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 7 is 19. We're still carrying 1. 1 plus 1 will give us 2. 2 minus 3, that will be minus 1. Minus 1 minus 1 will give us minus 2. So we have about 2.9881. That is, we have about 2.9881. Now, the next thing is to find the antilog of this, since this is the last operation. So we find the antilog of this. The antilog means you check 98 under A difference 1. I repeat, under antilogarithm tables, you check for 98 under A difference 1. This first number here only indicates the position of the decimal point. We are coming to that. So let's check for 98 under A difference 1. This is antilogarithm tables. These antilog tables. So we check for 98 under 8. So this is 98 under 8. That is 9727. That will be 9727 plus difference 1. 98 under 8 difference 1. Difference 1 is 2. Difference 1 will give us 2. So we add 2 to this number. Then we have 9729. So we can then come back and say 9729. Now, back to this first number. Like I told you, this number indicates the number of decimal points. So bar 2 means you should have minimum of 2 zeros. That is 0.0. This bar 2 means you are going to have 1 0 before the number or 2 zeros starting from the beginning. I repeat, if it is bar 1 means you are only going to have just only 1 0, then point, then the number. But if it is bar 2, means you are going to have 2 zeros, 0.0 before the number. If it is bar 3, it's going to be 0.00 before the number. That is, by the time you start counting from here, you should count this first 0 with the number to give you the number of bar. If it is bar 2, now we have 2 0 before the number. So this is the end of question number 1. Now our next class, we'll look at question 2. Thank you.